Hey everybody, so I want to just really quickly go over the difference between waterfalls and diarrhea so there is no mistake about the difference between the two because they are not the same. They may have very similar characteristics only because there is an action that is going on, but you have to know what precipitated the event to begin with. So that also has to do with what exactly triggered that event, and then what it is that you're taking in that contributed to the triggering of the event. So when you get diarrhea and you ate something that was poisonous to your body, and then let's say it was food poisoning, like a bacteria, and so the body is going to take from your system what you already have, whatever electrolytes that are already in your body, which isn't much for those that are getting sick, and it's taking all the moisture out of your body to then go after that offending toxin. So then you get depleted of your electrolytes because the body is taking all the electrolytes and the minerals and it's taking all the water. And so then you're left dehydrated, having to then go to the hospital to go get rehydrated with those saline bags. And you feel like crap when you are, when you have diarrhea. Okay, so that's diarrhea. And that actually causes you to be dehydrated. So when you get food poisoning and you're shitting in the toilet for like hours and hours and hours, your body is taking from your system. You're not adding anything to your system to contribute to that event. Your body is taking what it already has, but it's not much, or you wouldn't be getting sick in the first place. Okay? Waterfalls, completely different mechanism. You're taking in, these are the electrolytes. You're bringing this in. This is what's going to trigger waterfalls. This is cabbage, water, and salt, and kale. I actually have this in a 24-hour ferment on Thursday, and then Friday, I didn't put it back in the fridge. I kept it out the whole weekend that I was gone, and then I came back, and it was super fermented. It almost had a really trippy, I would say, very pungent smell to this, okay? So this is what causes waterfalls. This is very different. This is electrolytes. This is what you'd be going to the hospital for in a saline bag, but you're not going to get all the nutrients in a saline bag. All you're getting in the B. Braun Maga saline bag is just dextrose and saline water. That's it. You're not getting the nutrients from the cabbage and kale. So you may in the hospital get rehydrated, but you're not going to get the building blocks to repair the damage that the mutations from the flu and the dehydration caused you when you were when you had to go get admitted to the hospital to begin with. So this is actually going to reinfuse your body with electrolytes, create antibodies to then go after the offending toxins that is causing your issues, and it cleans the pipes out. So that's why your body goes into an immune response, which is basically clearing out your intestines, healing and sealing your gut so then you can absorb more nutrition to then repair the damage that was done. Okay? So that's the difference. So we're giving our body the carrier force, which is the water and the salt, and then also the nutrition that is then going to cause, your body to then release and kill out anything that doesn't belong. The foreign objects, the parasites, the fungus, the virus microbes, the bacteria, everything, even the extra heavy metals that you guys accumulate over time. Because you know why you have heavy metal poisoning is because your gut is not able to filter out the excess heavy metals. And guess what? You are harboring excess heavy metals, and it's causing DNA methylation, which is causing all of your mutations, which is causing cancer, disease, and chronic illness because you are taking in elements that are causing mutations to your genetics. And then what you're doing is you're sustaining those mutations, which is now in homeostasis, and then you are a walking mutant. So if you are obese, you're a walking mutant. If you have any type of cancer, disease, and chronic illness, even a flu once a year, you are a walking mutant. So now there is got to be a point where people understand the difference and stop looking at one action as one specific scenario that is the same. No, it's all about context. That is why it is very hard and very difficult in the medical industry to hold anybody accountable for anybody's death or disease when we don't know what precipitated that action to begin with, considering all the factors that we are living in and creating. So now it's very important to understand science and elements, and then get how the laws of the human body work, and then understand what causes immune responses. So homeostasis interruptions have to do with three different things. Infusing your body with nutrition such as this, you get the waterfalls, or taking a poison such as food poisoning, which are bad bacteria and bad undercooked food, and that causes your body to say, hey, we got to get rid of it, and it takes away from your body. Or you withhold an element that your body is used to, like drugs and alcohol. Those are the only three ways to interrupt your homeostasis. And so this is the right context. This is giving your body the nutrition that you do not have to begin with, which is causing your body to finally be able to get rid of the excess crap that you've been accumulating your whole life, which is causing your aging, premature aging, cancer, disease, and chronic illness, which is all the same thing. So I'm going to create a waterfall, but I'm not going to waterfall in front of you. I'm going to just drink this, and you guys will then understand how this works. All right. I wish these were smaller. Here we go. No sugar. You stay. No sugar. I'm on the phone. The taste is so weird. Since it has been fermented like a long time and it's straight up kale, it has the weirdest taste to it. It's very strong. Very, very, very strong. Holy crap. But you know what? This is all nutrients. This is what my body is going to be absorbing. Like, seriously. My body does not have to take any energy to break this down. You know why? Because it's already been broken down for me. And there's lactobacillus in here. Hold on, sugar. I'll let you out in a minute. So I don't have to utilize my energy in my body to break any of the cabbage or kale down. This is straight up kale. This is the kale that you guys know and love. So, and I'll tell you what, it will take some of you a while to be drinking a very fermented kale drink, because I fermented this longer than the 3 days, longer than 24 hours. And I used a 24-hour ferment to seed this culture. And then I left it out for 3 or 4 days. So you guys can leave out your ferments for as long as you want, just as long as you mix and stir the top. And I'll tell you what, there was a little bit of fuzzy stuff on the bottom, on the top, but I mixed it all together. So that's probably why it contributes to the different taste on here. But that's okay, because the salt and the lactobacillus killed all the pathogens. Sugar, I will. You got to lay down, okay? I'll let you out in a minute. I promise, okay? I will let you out, I promise. Just go lay down, okay? What do you want? What? I know, but we can't. But what do you want? What? What? Sugar. Ah. Okay, hold on. No, sugar. She's right here. She's just trying to, I don't know. Okay. All right. I gotta drink this because my dog she's right there. Hold on. You see? What? All right. Okay. So anyways, waterfalls, completely different than diarrhea. And that's what needs to be, differentiated, is that there's a very different action when it comes to this. So, all right. These are really large glasses. Wow. Whoa. This is some seriously strong stuff. Hey, Tanya Casey. And you know why I can drink this, even as strong as it is? Holy shit. Is because I want to reach the ultimate. I want to reach the ultimate, whatever that ultimate is. I have such a desire to reach the ultimate. Hey, thank you, Laura Jane. I mean, I'm going to be 45 February 5th. Okay. So I want to look like, I don't know how far back I can turn the hands of time back, but I would say that, the body stops maturing maybe at 16 or 17 or 18, maybe 25. I don't know. Maybe when your insurance goes down, because I figure that you are an adult, right? So maybe the insurance industry knows that at 25, you're not a kid anymore with stupidity all over you. You actually finally can have a thought in your head that could be a bit more proactive and not make stupid decisions. So they lowered your insurance at 25 because now you're finally grown up, right? But, little do they know that our society is very way behind the 8 ball. So they may have to lower that or actually raise the age for discounts when your first discount. All right. So anyways, and this right here can be used topically and internally, douching, ears, nose, mouth, everything. Okay. So not only does this clear out the pipes, but you can use it topically on your body. So, I want to be the ultimate. I want to see what normal is for me. Maggie May, the frontal lobe is fully developed at 30. Jesus started his journey at 30 also. Oh, interesting. Okay. Good to know, Maggie May. Thank you. So I want to look like I'm 30 or 15 or 16 or whatever. Okay. So that's exactly what I'm shooting for. So I will always be, and even if I eat off the diet even a little bit, and I do eat off the diet a little bit, right? But guess what? It's only minimally. I only eat like a little bit of stuff that's off the diet. And I've already reversed all my issues. So then what I do is I drink a shiz ton of this. So that way I keep the balance. Because it's not just the foods that I eat. It's the air that I breathe. It's the stuff that I watch on TV. It's just everything that causes crazy mutations. And so you want to be able to offset those crazy mutations, even by stuff that you see and people that you interact with. So that way you're not accumulating trauma. Because even reading some of the Facebook stuff that I see, that induces trauma. Some people have a lot of trauma in their lives and they pass it on to other people. So anything that you see in your newsfeed that you can't help but watch because it's right there, that is a trauma. That is a mutation. Oh, you thought I was 35? Oh, awesome. Thanks, Kels. So that is why I drink a shiz ton of this. So that way I can overcome all the mutations of what I read, of what I see, and what I hear, and what I breathe, and what I feel. And I notice everything. Every single thing that is negative in our world is a trauma that we are accumulating, and then it causes cancer, disease, obesity, and chronic illness, and negative thought processes. So now we have to offset all of those negative things, those negative elements, those negative attitudes, those negative people, and we have to keep regenerating so we don't become mutated. That's what cancer, disease, and chronic illness is a constant mutation. And people don't know how to offset it. And then they look like they were, hung out dry or rode wet and hung out to dry or whatever that is. I forget that whole saying. I never get those sayings right. So this is a renewal. And it doesn't taste good for those that first start this. It's not going to taste good. Nothing good for you tastes good because what you're trying to do is get past the fungus that's in your body that doesn't like the salt. You got to get past the parasites in your body that doesn't like the nutrients because they want all of the cookies, cakes, and candies and negative energy. Okay? So, rode hard and put away wet. Thank you. I never get things right. Yes, some people look like they were rode hard and put away wet. And then they die a very young death. I've seen families where people have successfully died, in their 50s. And then they have kids and nieces and nephews that are on that same trajectory. Problem children, behavioral issues, all that. And when you see a kid with a behavioral issue or a kid that is sexual, you know they're on a death trajectory because the body knows that it's on its way out and it needs to make copies of itself. So we are going to now finally recognize who's on a death trajectory, and that's everybody that has a problem in our society. That's everybody that is negative in our society is on a death trajectory because they're not drinking enough of this juice. Okay? So all I'm saying is that you guys need to drink and up your dosages. And this is for you too, Gail Demarest. I know you're dealing with Lyme disease, but you need to up your dosages. Because anytime you speak a negative out of your mouth, guess what? That is a mutation that you are accumulating. Okay? So we've got to learn all about what we're contributing to the world as far as, negative energy and causing mutations in other people. The slightest negative energy and negative thing is a mutation. We've got to stop contributing to that. So I am trying my best to find a way to speak to the people without differentiating between the categories that we've all come to acknowledge. And finally, I figured it all out. Nobody needs to be in a category. You're not your Lyme. You're not your, your cancer disease or chronic illness. You're not your, subscription to whatever you feel below the waist. You're not any of that. You guys are all human. And this is what's going to level the playing field if you understand this. Okay? That's all I'm trying to get across. But I'm severely misunderstood by a lot of people because they still want to hold fast to their categories. They want to feel special. Everybody that puts a category onto themselves tries to find a way to set themselves apart to feel special. I don't feel special. I feel fucking amazing. I feel like you guys should feel. Okay? You all need to feel amazing. You all need to feel like you're no special or no worse than anybody else. I'm just a regular person that I have to go and do laundry. I watch TV sometimes. I watch stupid movies sometimes. I take care of my dog. I make dinner for my husband. And I just try to keep my head above water and then try to progress as best I can in our society. No different than all of you. So you guys have access to all of what I have access to. I'm just dropping seeds so you all understand how the universe works so we don't get caught up in these political bullshit that people are using to divide and conquer. So stop calling yourselves all these different activists. Okay? When you subscribe to an activist position, you are setting yourself apart from somebody else, and then you expect to be treated in a specific way. And when you do, some of you love it, some of you hate it. So let's not set ourselves apart from other people, and let's start uniting everybody. And that includes truther and mainstreamer. And that includes Democrat, Republican. That includes, all the different subscriptions to your procreation categories that are below the waist. Okay? You're none of that. We're just freaking human. And this is what's going to give us our humanity back, our mankind back. Cabbage, water, and salt, pre-digested, fermented. It's broken down so you can absorb and get your body back to where it needs to be. So you can stop mutating everybody else around you because you're pissed off at your sickness or pissed off at the world because you're not getting where you need to be and where you want to go. And that's right, Janie. We are not that special. Everybody is the same. Nobody is different. So there's my little rant today. And I have stuff coming to surface. So, and this is freaking strong. This is so strong, I don't even know if I can even begin to even try to explain there's no words to tell you how strong this is. There's no words. But my dog ate some. I put some in her dish with, what did I put in it? Florets. Cauliflower florets that I fried up a little bit in olive oil. And so she ate the cauliflower florets, and then I put this in there, and so her skin, when you look at her belly, it's like a puppy's baby pig belly. So my dog is young and she's beautiful and she's awesome. So anyways, I know, Christine, I know you know how strong it is. All right, I'm going to down this and I'm going to get off here. I'm going to tell you guys, drink up. Don't stop drinking. Like seriously, drink. Drink until you can reverse your aging process. Drink until you look like you're 20 or 30 years old. Like seriously, drink as if your life depends upon it. Because your life does. And if you're aging in the matrix and you look like you're aging in the matrix and you're over 40, then you better do something about it. It's not just reversing a little bit of cancer, a little bit of eczema, a little bit of, disease or a little bit of chronic illness. No, it's reversing the aging process. So if you're out there, promoting whatever products you have and you're still aging, you obviously have a disconnect. All right, here we go. I'm drinking the rest of this. Woo! That's freaking intense. I almost wanted to say that it tastes like shoe polish, but I've never tasted shoe polish, so I don't even think that's right. But it's so strong. Oh my God. A person who's just doing my protocol the first time would not be able to drink that. Because I left it out too long and I even mixed whatever was on the top, so it did change the taste. So if you guys have anything on the top of your culture, like of your drink, I could eat, guys, but I can deal with it. I don't mind it being tasting bad. Make sure if it's on the top, you scrape it off. Below the brine, everything is fine. I didn't scrape off the top, but you Lori girl, I can't wait to get to your point. I know. I know. Believe me, I can't wait to get to whatever that is. So, yeah, maybe my dog, maybe she'll be like, a puppy or something, Right, Sugar? Right, Shuggy? Right, baby? She's such a good dog. She really is. Say hi, Sugar. Say hi. So anyways, all right. I just wanted to say hello to you guys. I'm glad to see you. Missed you all. And what would I compare the taste to? Well, this right now, since I left Crystal Harrell, since I left it out for, longer and I didn't scrape off the top, I just mixed everything. So there might have been a little bit of mold on the top, but mold's not going to kill you when it's mixed in with like salt and the lactobacillus. Because the salt and the lactobacillus, which is a bacteria byproduct from the fermentation process, does kill all pathogenic bacterias and spores and all that. So anything below the brine will kill anything that is pathogenic. Hence why it is that it's so effective with, this protocol. So, but if you do mix a little bit of the mold on top with your drink, then it will change the taste. So it's always good that you scrape off the top if you see anything kind of weird, okay? But it's not going to kill you, because that is why we are killing all bacteria that's bad in our system, is because we have the cabbage, water, and salt. And I just want to show you Sugar right here. She's just such a sweet dog. Look at that face. Look at that face. See? She's just such a loving dog, and she's just so good. I hate to say it, but it tastes like sauerkraut. Yeah, it does. It tastes like, well, that's the cabbage. The kale is very different. The kale is very different. See, look at that. She's so good. That's my little doggy. That's my little doggy. She's a good dogger. She just loves it. Yeah, Sugar's a good girl. Yes, Shuggy. And she cannot stay away from me. So, very good, Janie. I'm very happy that you have kids and people doing this, okay? So, I would do cabbage first, Crystal, and then, and then later, mix the two if you want. But I try both. Do like a culture that has both in it. Do a culture that just has cabbage in it. And then purple cabbage, I hear, is the best, which I do like. you know. So just do experimentations. Do the green cabbage, the red cabbage, and then do the kale. Okay? And that is, that's going to be your experimentation. So, yeah, and my dog doesn't care. As long as there's little bits of chicken or, some of her favorite foods, she loves it. No matter what, she loves it. And I can hear her slurping it with her dog food because she still has a kind of dog food. And then she also gets little treats here and there. I give her like real, marrow bones and stuff. So raw bones. And she's just a good dog. I mean, aside from her liking to nest and rip apart her bed, she's still a good dog. But other than that, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go do some waterfalls and whatever. But just, you can't overdose on nutrition at all. If you get thirsty, drink water and expect to get healing symptoms. If you do find you're getting symptoms, it's because your body is trying to heal. Never, ever run away from pain when it comes to this protocol, okay? This is when you have to welcome pain. Pain is your friend when you're using and doing my protocol, okay? So pain is healing. Pain is weakness leaving the body. Pain is necessary. So, all right, yes, absolutely, Masa, and all of you guys. Have a great day. You guys are awesome, and I love you all. And I know my husband's going to be home soon. And, well, it is what it is. Life still goes on. My life is very, very, right now, very predictable and very chill. And I'm a regular person. And then use the juice for compresses use the JJ juice for any pain. And stay away from essential oils topically and internally. Stay away from antibiotics topically and internally. Stay away from CBD oil topically and internally. And just trust in the alignable elements that are in my protocol. Because in the elemental composition of the human body, my recipe does reflect the first 9 or 10 elements when it comes to the elemental composition of the human body, from most abundant to least abundant. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. And then Sugar says hi and bye, and she's very, very cute. Okay, all right, bye.